Welcome back to Bottom Deck Achievements, a Hearthstone achievement hunting series. The Throne of the Tides mini set has been out now for about a week, and with the exception of the one class in Standard, it hasn't really shaken things up too much. There's a couple new decks here and there, don't get me wrong, but for the most part, things are much the same as they once were. The classes that were good are still pretty good, and the classes that were bad are still kind of bad. And overall, it hasn't had super large impact, with, like I said, with a couple exceptions. But we're gonna dig into a couple of the new cards today, get a couple of those achievements done, and just see what's in store for us. But first, as always, I've got a bunch of achievements to click on, so let's claim those real quick. I've got a whopping 10 to click on today for 9 different achievements. One of them is 2 steps to the same one, I believe. But first up, I finished up the Twin Bow Terror Coil achievement with Hunter. Once again, been doing this in duels with a couple of the decks I've been playing there, but overall it's a solid card. I've started the grind with K9atron, and while the card is good, it misses often. I've been running a little face hunter here and there, and yeah, it's a good card when it pops off, but most of the time it's just a 2-mana 2/3 dredge, which we already had in the main set. It's just a mech instead of a hunter, or instead of a pirate. So like I said, when it pops off, it is quite good though. Boy, Priest, I think I said last week that Priest was the class I was most excited for with their new set of cards, and after grinding out this Lather, Rinse, Repeat achievement, I immediately went and deleted the Priest deck I made. I think I put all of the new cards from the mini set in there because they all seemed decent. They all seemed good. But yeah, that deck is just bad. Priest, I think, is at the very bottom now. The one exception I mentioned earlier is Demon Hunter, which went from, I think it was in 10th place, and it's now back up in 1st place, according to HS Replay. A couple of the cards they got in this mini set were, they were all-stars for the class, and really put it back on top. But Priest, though, man, as fun it is to make a 1-mana First Flame cost 6 and force your opponent to have to play it at some point, feels really good. But not when they just keep playing other stuff that just kills you and finishes you off in other ways. This little bit of value doesn't super matter. But I got it done. Still have a couple things to finish off here, but these will probably be relegated to running in duels on occasion. Moving on, I've gotten the first step of this 2-pair achievement. I want to say I've played this card about 6 or 7 times, and I've gotten 1 pair. So if we, extend that out, assume that that's about the rate, let's just round it up to say a 20 casts of this card to get this done, which isn't bad. And apparently this card is seeing play. I thought this would be the worst card of the mini set, but it's just slotting into a couple road decks here and there because just a little bit of extra value for 5 cost and up spells seems to be getting people there. So good for that card. Additionally, I've been playing a little bit more of the Curse deck. Not winning too much, but still playing it on occasion. And I think this Gigafin achievement is kind of... So just a little bit earlier, I noticed that I was at 21, and I played a single game in which I ate 2 minions, but they killed the first part of the body first, so those minions got spit back out on the board. But then they later killed the second half of the body, so I think just as long as the second half of the body dies at any point, it counts. At least that's how it currently is, I think, based on my experiences. So hopefully this one shouldn't be too long. I was thinking about this one earlier, how this is actually one of the worst ones in the set if it works as intended, but it seems to be slightly bugged now. So if you haven't got this one done and you have Gigavin, maybe get it done before or if they even decide to fix it. Because, hey, that's a bug that helps us a little bit. I'm real close on this Fires of Zinashari one. I think that's going to be next week's video. I'm going to run a Bran duels run to kind of show this off, because it's been legitimately the most fun I've had in duels is when I play Bran Fires of Zinashari. Legitimately really fun. Like I said the other week, I got 12 wins with it. I'm averaging like at least 5 wins every time I play this, and my MMR is pretty okay. It's well above 5,000, almost 6, I want to say, but it's at least above 5,000, so it's not like I never play duels. So I'm gonna show that off next week, and then finally we got some neutrals done. I finished this Enable Mines achievement right before or as people were discovering Mine Rogue as an archetype, as sort of an OTK kind of thing. So kind of unfortunate that I missed the bandwagon on that one, but it's done. Nogling's teaching him the spells. This was one that was just eventually going to happen anyway. Not really much to say. Seven-Sided Strike finally happened with the Face Hunter deck I'm playing. You play this fairly early, and eventually have a turn where you play a couple Doggy Biscuits on it and a couple other cheap spells, and it just naturally gets to 7 pretty easily. Not too bad, and you know, the card's doing well in that deck. And then finally, level 3 of the Smothering Starfish achievement. Once again, another one of those ones. This card just finds its way into decks, and so it was just only a matter of time until I finally got there. I found myself in like BMing a little bit. Like, I didn't need to play this card, but there were like 5 minions on the board, so I just did. It didn't mess me up for lethal or anything. But yeah, we're now above 50% even with the new achievements added in, so you know, on track. Considering that this mini set came in a little early, I think we're still technically, as of the recording date of this, not within the 2 months of the main set coming out. So things are looking pretty good, but like I said the last couple times and keep harping on, there's still a couple achievements that just I have not started on. Thankfully, this one doesn't look like it'll take too long, but yeah, a couple of the other ones will. As I mentioned earlier, Demon Hunter was a big winner in this mini set for 2 of the 3 cards they got. Unfortunately, Topple the Idol is seeing no play. I have stats pulled up over here on HS Replay, and it seems as though the card has about in the decks it's in, those decks have about a 41% win rate. There's only one deck that pulls up as having actual stats on the site for it. The deck itself has a 45% win rate. It's a big Demon Hunter list. But when I look at Topple the Idol, the played win rate of that card is about 35%, meaning even in the decks where it belongs, even in the heavy-handed, big stuff decks, this card is absolutely terrible. But I'm hoping we can get this achievement done. I have a list put together just to see if we can actually do this. I'm a bit nervous because the stats don't lie. This card is bad. So this one might take a minute, but we're sure gonna try. Yeah, so it's mostly just a big Demon Hunter list with a couple other things to hopefully help me out with this achievement. We'll see how it goes. This seems like the harder of the 2 I'm gonna be chasing tonight. Oh. Well, thankfully, my opponent seems like they're going to have a rather large board most of the time of this game, so hopefully this one shouldn't be too difficult to knock out. Just get a couple cards in our hand. Well, there's one Topple the Idol. Now I just gotta wait for an opportune moment to play it. There's one of my 0-cost boys. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this Sigil of Summoning, which will summon a couple 2/2s. So the next turn, I can do this as well. So I should have like a full board next turn, and I can just play my thing and get this achievement done in 1. Looking for a quick completion here.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. Pull me out Xhilag, please. Oh, it's from my hand. Okay. Oh, okay. This is good, actually. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this and this. So there's 9 minions on the board, so we need to hit at least an 8 cost thing. This will do it. This should do it, right? This should be 20. I need to know. It did it. It actually worked that way. I think I mentioned that in my video last week. That I wonder if the Naga Giant actually like will do 20 or if it discounts as it's in your deck. Now I guess I know it'll just do 20. Okay, let's get out of here.
I must withdraw.
That was a nice easy one and done. The deck is going straight in the trash, by the way. I do really want to see when I claim this. It should tell me how much damage I actually did, right? 180 damage. There you go. As I look through the cards of this mini set, and especially noticing the 2 neutral legendaries, Neptulon and Ozumat, immediately my brain went to thinking that Neptulon was the much better of the 2. Ozumat looks really clunky, doesn't look super great. And the stats, once again provided by HS Replay, show that Neptulon, indeed, in the decks it's in, those decks have higher win rates than Ozumat overall by a couple percentage points. Furthermore, though, when I click on the decks that Neptulon is in, the played win rate of Neptulon is quite good, higher than the average, actually. It is a very effective card when it actually comes down. Ozumat, on the other hand, not so much. So when I looked at the achievement list for Throne of the Tides, I saw that Ozumat got his own achievement, Killamari, destroying 3 and 6 enemies at once with Ozumat's Deathrattle. So I think I have something in mind to get this done, hopefully pretty easily. I have built a rogue deck with the new 1-drop, the 1/3 that makes your next Deathrattle die immediately upon summoning. So I'm hoping that kind of setting that up and then just waiting for an opportune moment will just allow me to pop this achievement super quickly, really easily, and maybe get some work done on a couple other rogue ones. Maybe. We'll see. So I'm hoping to combo this with Shatter Shambler, a new rogue card in this set that makes Deathrattles happen immediately when you summon them, but they die. So hopefully I can, if I play out a couple of these, it'll make Ozumat cheaper by 2, so it can come out earlier. In general, I also have Jackpot, which there's an achievement for, as well as I just loaded up with a bunch of the divers because these cards aren't that great, but there's achievements for them for attacking with them. So I want to work towards getting those done as well. But for the most part, it's just a whatever list. Once again, there's no real win condition here. I'm literally just trying to get this achievement done. Oh, there's one of my pieces. All right, what do we get?
Job's done.
We don't match. Oh. I know what they're trying to do. Well then.
Looks like an accident to me.
A tango?
Oh good, this does kill it.
Justice is mine.
I just remembered though the way their hero card works. So if they play Xyrella, I will draw 4 cards. Because those are Deathrattle minions that died. It doesn't care if the Deathrattles actually went off. It just cares that the minions themselves died. Oh boy, there we go.
Justice is mine.
It's a good mass polymorph. Okay, so I need my sheep to be dead and them to have a full board. Basically. Alright, I need you to play 4 more minions.
Feel the sun
There's one.
down upon you.
Technically, I need you to play 2 more minions. Oh, if they do the resurrect Deathrattle thing this turn. Yes. All right, we in there. That's a one-shot Johnson for both achievements. So, if I am correct, I play this and it dies. Or everything. It dies as well as the entire enemy board. And I draw 4 cards. Let's go.
Those we love.
Okay, I'm gonna draw like so many cards here. Okay, there's Gone Fishing. That's gonna be the rest of my deck, isn't it?
My hand is full.
I have 2 cards in my deck. Okay. So, let's get that done first. So let's just play this out so we can do this. We can do this.
I'm almost out of cards. I'm out of cards.
And we can do this.
Justice is mine.
Okay, so this is the hurting turn, so there's no healing to be done there. I might be able to kill them this turn. I have the Wicked Stab. Rank 3. They only have 3 cards. They can't do too many Deathrattle shenanigans, I don't think. There's not much for them to do, actually. If they... Okay, that's fine. That's still... I didn't care about the healing. It still does 5 damage. Yep. Ah, 5, 8, 11. I might have lethal. I think I have lethal. Oh, I think I'm out of range now. That sucks. Okay, well, first things first, attack with a diver. 8, 11, 15, 17. Oh, I'm literally 1 damage off. I'm 1 damage off lethal. That sucks. But they're out of cards. They have a Shellfish and I don't know what else. So let's do this. Okay. So they have a Silence All Minions and a Shellfish. So I think I win. Because they can't kill me. I guess that just goes to show how bad Priest is currently. That this deck full of divers and just achievement hunting stuff was able to get it done. I'm definitely going to... I wanted to swing in with that diver. Okay, that was an extra long game. I'm shocked that I won. It's Priest. Alright, let's claim this one. But first of all, how did we do? We only got 1 tick in for Gone Fishing. As far as diver, we attacked with a bunch of divers. Yeah, we're a little more than halfway done there. Anything else we did? Yeah, still just grinds to go. Ozumat, 1 and done as well. Another 2 one-shot Johnsons today. Insane. Super glad these got done in short order. These were significantly easier than I expected. So just, wow, we're doing really good on the neutrals. Colossal minions and stuff that will get done. Divers will need to work. Oh, the Heralds. I forgot about the Herald Naga. I don't remember playing 7 of these guys. there's no way I played 7 of these. I don't even think I played 1. So I think another card might be counting for these. I don't know which, but something must, because I'm not playing these. The sunken cards, it's still rough, man. Other than that, not all bad. Cool. Well, for the YouTube side of things, I'm going to keep streaming for a little bit longer, but as far as the YouTube video that I'm recording goes, that's going to do it for me this week. So thank you so much for watching. If you're joining me on Twitch, please find this video later. But for those of you on YouTube, if you haven't done so already, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Both of those things would help me out a ton. Let me know how you're doing on the achievement hunting. I'd like to know. If there's anything like you'd like to see covered in a future video, please feel free to leave those in a comment below, as well as follow me on Twitter and Twitch. I'm at HeyTallman at both places. With all that being said, thank you for watching. Have a great day. May the card you need the most never be at the bottom of your deck.